Hi everyone, I have very special news for you. Well, let me announce you that I am pregnant. I am so happy and excited, and I cannot wait to meet my beautiful baby.
Okay. Listen, I am going to say that there's probably going to be people that may be shocked about what I'm about to say. But if you're expecting a video that's going to involve very positive words, this video is not for you. I'm not going to lie to you. Because, boy, I got things to say here. And I feel like they need to be said. Because I'm not the kind of person that's going to let things go over my head or go over your heads. Because shit is not adding up. First and foremost, Jasmine comes out with this big news that she is pregnant. Big news. And it's good that she's finally come out with the truth regarding her being pregnant, because this is something that has been in speculation on social media for a minute now. And it can now all be put to bed. And now we can talk about the actual conversation that needs to be spoken about. First and foremost, in the description, as you can see, it is confirmed that this baby is with Matt, not with Gino, even though Florin wants to joke around and saying congratulations at Gino. Oh, the man of banter. But here's the thing that I'm struggling to really understand here, okay? So you're telling me Jasmine spent said amount of years with Gino, spending God knows how much money on her body, whether it be her boobs, whether it be her butt, you know, whether it be her face. I'm pretty sure she got things done to her. Yeah, she did, yeah. You know, and, you know, just really living this life of, you know, wanting to perfect her body so much because of her own insecurities. So all that money's been spent. All the money that she was getting from Gino that was spent, the same money that we was sitting in, we was thinking to ourselves, why is she not prioritizing this money to actually help bring her kids, her son, to Michigan, rather than prioritize this money on her image, as well as also prioritize money on the home that she lived in back in Panama before she even came to the States, because there were so many things that Gino had obviously funded for. But now all of a sudden you're telling me out of nowhere she's now pregnant with this new guy. It's crazy because we know that her relationship with Gino was never going to work. So thankfully she has not become pregnant with Gino, because we do know that Gino really wanted to have a child. He really wanted to start a family. Jasmine on the other hand was very adamant that she did not want a family. But it is very clear that she just didn't want a family with Gino, which respectfully, I respect that. Them two definitely should not be in that position. But I am confused with the idea of that she's only known this Matt for minimum a year, right? A year. Now listen, don't get me wrong. For some people, knowing someone for a year and then going over and having a child, it works for some people. Getting married works for some people. Moving works for some people. Still a massive risk, especially when it comes to having a child. Okay, but hey, I guess having a year together and a little bit more was more than enough for these two to decide to get pregnant. But at the same time though, this is the thing that I also question. 9 months you're pregnant for, right? We don't know how long Jasmine's been pregnant for in this video, but we can tell that she's definitely been pregnant for several months. Now, Matt was only reported to being in her life in last year. That's when we first discovered him being live, and that was last year, okay? So that means to me, she didn't get pregnant after knowing this man necessarily for just a year. She would have got pregnant less than a year of knowing this man. Which again, in some situations, it's not a bad thing. It's not. But you would think somebody that has been so conscious about her image would also make sure that she uses all the protection possible to not get pregnant so soon, or maybe not even get pregnant at all, because, well, she's still got a child to prioritize to bring to Michigan anyway, which is something that she has made into a big conversation in her last season with Gino, okay, of Happily Ever After. She made that into a very big conversation, stressed about the fact that Gino let her down, blamed him for delaying the papers. But fast forward, she's met a guy after a few months of being in the United States, or however long she was in there for, and then all of a sudden she meets this guy. A few months later on, she's pregnant out of nowhere like that. I want to say congratulations and mean it, but I don't really want to say that, because I don't mean it, because we were living in a world where people having kids like it's like it's just, yeah, you know what I mean, as if it's an easy thing, as if it's like, yeah, you just have a kid even though your relationship may not be stable just yet. And also, let's not forget, Jasmine at this moment in time, her marriage, she's still married to Gino. So we now got to go through the process of where she needs to get divorced, if Gino decides to divorce her, and Lord knows how difficult he's gonna make it for her potentially. Hopefully he doesn't. And then also I'd imagine that the next step would then get married to Matt as well. I do wonder, is Matt going to help her with her papers to try and bring her son to the USA? I am curious with that, to be fair with you. You know, also on top of that, I think another question is Matt even a US citizen? Like, does he have his papers? Because we know he's not originally from there. I don't know if he was born in the States. If he was, then fair enough. But if he wasn't, and he's originally, I believe he's from Romania, so there's also that factor too. I'm just saying, I really hope that this new child coming into her life, into their life, isn't going to be something that's going to block her bringing her own child to the United States. Unless her child's already there and we just don't know about it. Then fair enough, kudos to you, but I would imagine you'd announce that news too. You know, but as far as I know, she talks to her child every single day on FaceTime, blah, 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 which is great stuff. Da, 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 da. But listen, I am happy that Jasmine did not get pregnant with Gino. I can say that much. Congratulations on not having a child with Gino. Can't say too much about her situation with this dude because we know nothing about him. And I'm not saying that we should be in a position where we should know about him, but because we know about her, I guess we should know about him. You know what I mean? Because we should really know about how stable is this actual relationship. You know what I mean? Because at this moment in time, Jasmine has shown us that she's not somebody that's been able to sustain a relationship. Hence the reason why she, you know, is still single, you know, obviously, well, was still single at this stage in life, which isn't a bad thing because we all go through, you know, good relations and bad relations. We're all single for all different reasons, you know what I mean? And it doesn't necessarily mean it's because we can't sustain one. It just maybe means that we are just in relation to the wrong people. It could literally be anything. But either way though, I really, really, really hope that this relationship is for the long run. I really hope that the divorce that she's gonna have to go through with Gino isn't gonna affect her status in the United States. I'm pretty sure it won't affect her in any way, but I hope that at the same time it won't delay any kind of a process of bringing her son to the USA, if that process is actually still even ongoing, something that we don't know about. There are so many things here that I just look at the situation and I will be the one to say that shit's not adding up enough for me to sit here and be like, congratulations. Because, what? And also, Jasmine's very good, very, very good at putting on a lovely smile and displaying a lovely persona online. Okay, so we can all forget about the craziness of what we experience whenever we see her on the TV. You see what I'm saying? Just saying, woman spent how many years trying to get to the States, and then spent a whole season complaining about getting her son there, and now we're in a position where she's pregnant. I don't know what. I don't see this as a responsible choice personally. But who the hell am I? I'm just a YouTuber who makes videos and just gives his bloody opinion. For me, I just don't see this as a responsible choice. It doesn't make sense to me. Just saying, whatever. Let me know your thoughts down below. Peace.